What's up, everyone? Welcome to Wingnuts RC. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at the awesome Rock Hobby FMS, whoever makes it, I don't care, it's awesome. It's the 1/10 scale Atlas. Now, this thing is modeled after the Dodge Power Wagon, and I absolutely love these things. So I couldn't wait to get my hands on one of these. Check this thing out. And it's available in a red, an orange, yellow color, and a blue. And I ended up getting the blue one. And this color is awesome in person. I don't know if you can see this, so I'm going to bring it a little closer. See the metallics in that? Don't mind the dirt. I was playing with it a little bit. But man, this thing, check it out. All right, so let's dig into this thing. First of all, what you get in the box is you get a spare tire. This is an actual spare that you can use on a beadlock. It's a copy of a Hyrax. I'm gonna probably change these wheels out. I don't think they really fit the style of the truck, or at least not what I'm going for. But it's pretty cool. They give you this bracket here. Now, I chose to put mine down here to bring your the center of gravity down because I'm gonna do something crazy with this truck. But they include this bracket, and you snap this on here. You can put the tire on there. Super cool. I think we might use that for something else. Typical wrench. We got some clips on here for the fire extinguishers, which are right here. I'm going to get these detailed up with some paint. Comes with two of these guys, and you clip them right on the bars here. Super cool. So we're going to get those painted up, and then in the nice manual that they include, lots of pages of information here. You get a sticker sheet. It has some fire extinguisher stickers on there, some license plates, some Atlas 4x4, which you can definitely tell is modeled after the Power Wagon lettering, and some mud stickers up there. So we'll put a few of those on then. Scale it up a little bit. You have your radio. Now, this is a Fly Sky radio. It's a 4-channel, I believe. Yep, 4-channel radio. So you have a couple extra channels on here that you can play around with, put some more lights on it, winch, you know, all kinds of possibilities with that. Awesome radio. I love those Fly Skies. I've had quite a few of those. So digging into this thing, I've been checking it out for a while because, as I said, I love Power Wagons. I grew up, one of my best friends growing up, his dad has a Power Wagon. To this day, he still has it stashed away in a garage. And I love that thing. It was dark green with the black fenders, and it was an animal. I used to love riding that as a kid. You could pop the windshield out. It had a vent at the bottom, and it was just a super cool, very capable off-road rig. And so as soon as I saw this come out, you know, I had to have one, and it took me a while, but I finally got one. And I wish I would have got one sooner. You know, this thing, oh, another little add-on. I already put it on. Like I said, I was already playing with this. I couldn't wait. It's so awesome. I had to get it out. It's got your pedal hook style hitch on there that you can add on, or you can take it off for a better departure angle. But as you can tell, it has a real nice one even with the hitch in it. Looking into this a little bit more, we have a real nice metal frame there. You have a divorce transfer case. The motor and the transmission are up front here. It's a 550, I believe 35 turn motor. Pretty good setup. It's a hobby wing. Well, we'll get into that in a second. But for right now, the chassis, the axles, it's the, you know, your typical 1/10 scale FMS axles. They seem to work great. I haven't had any issues with them. Very durable. You know, lots of ball bearings, lots of metal gears in there. It's got all kinds of, you know, you got the 4-link, the trailing arm in there, you know, all kinds of metal links, nice oil-filled shocks. You know, I can't say enough about this thing. It's at only $240 some, under 250 bucks. This thing is R to R, RTR. Man, I'm so excited about this. I can't even talk right tonight. So For less than 250 bucks, you get this awesome crawler rig. And what I want to do with this is I'm going to go like full on comp crawler. I think, you know, being a truggy and everything, and just the setup of this truck, it's a nice, thick, but very detailed Lexan body. So it's not the hard body that most of the FMS use. So it's a lot lighter weight, a lot better center of gravity, and the weight distribution on this is very good. Now with this tire on here, it actually did bring the back down a little bit because it was a little nose heavy. But, I mean, you can see there, the weight's where you want it. It's in the front. As far as the body goes, it's super cool. There's no clips or anything exposed. You just pop up on the back there. There's 2 latches back here that clip onto the body. And right there you have it. So right now, I have one of these bigger batteries in here. One thing I will say, I'm not sure why they don't do this, but you're going to want to grab yourself one of these battery straps. This one here is a hobby part that I had laying around. You know, I have quite a few of them, and I have one in there already, a different style, but you're going to need 1 or 2 of them so you can hold your batteries in place. Your normal, you know, 2-cell LiPo battery, it's a little big to be in there. However, if you get yourself one of these guys, I forget where I got this, but you know, it's a smaller battery, it's a 2S LiPo, and I use it in one of my drift cars. Well, it also fits perfect in here. I had a little adapter on there. I have a ton of these adapters that I picked up. And, you know, you can swap that right in there. Right now we're running this style plug, and it's got a Hobby Wing 1040 ESC in it. Now, these aren't the best. They are waterproof. They're, you know, they're good for trail running. It's LiPo and nickel metal hydrate. And it's also, I guess, compatible with a boat. There's a boat setting on it. So crawler, boat. Not much programmability. It's great out of the box RTR, you know, it's Hobby Wing. A lot of people like those guys, but we're going to definitely switch that out. We might stick with Hobby Wing. I want to try a 1080. You know, I haven't had a 1080 yet. Everyone hypes about it. So we're going to try it. We're going to see if maybe Hobby Wing can redeem themselves with that ESC. And, you know, I think it might work really good in here. From what I've been, you know, checking out with them, I think that'll do very well with this, this stock 550 35 turn motor. And it'll give me great slow speed. So another thing that I was going to do with this, it has an option to put leaf springs on it, and you can get them right on the FMS website. I will put a link to that website where you can get this and any of the other FMS products that you've seen on my channel. And there's a ton of other stuff. You know, they have merchandise on there, they have upgrade parts, you know, they have all kinds of stuff on there. If you're into aviation, they have that as well. You know, not really my thing, but I know a lot of people like them. So definitely click the link in the description for this video, as well as there's one in the description for my channel, and they have a ton of stuff on their website. Awesome website. Definitely check that out. But back to this thing. We're going to get it turned on here. Open this back up. We're going to turn on our Fly Sky radio. Turn on our Hobby Wing 1040 ESC. Links right up. Now out of the box, the steering dual rate was very, very low. So I went ahead and I cranked that the whole way up on here, and that allowed a lot better turning radius. So, you know, out of the box, that's not bad. You know, Metal Gear servo, $240, you know, $249, sorry. Under 250 bucks. And the slow crawl's not horrible. It's a very heavy drag brake. You can do endos with this thing. So that's another thing I want to get away from. I want to get something that's a little bit, you know, a nice easy drag brake that locks up then. It's just so whenever I'm going down the hill in a competition, you're not barrel rolling down the hill. So it does have some speed. Like I said, this is a great trail ESC. This would make a great trail truck with the stock electronics, and they're very durable. You know, I've had a couple of these ESCs now. The Toyota has one. I have a couple other 1040 Hobby Wings out of other stuff. You know, it's a generic, rebranded 1,000 times over ESC. So I have some experience with them. They do last a long time. They are very waterproof and very durable, but you know, it's an out-of-the-box RTR on the cheaper end. So there's a lot of room for improvement there, and with what I want to do with this truck, we definitely need that. So Some other stuff I want to do is they have tinted windows on here. I think I'm going to go ahead and de-tint them so that I can put an interior in there and put a little scale figure possibly. You know, dress it up a little bit, put some accessories back here. And I think I'm going to change these wheels. Although the tires, I'm not disappointed with the tires. You know, I figured being the price range, being an RTR, that they weren't going to be that great, but the grip on them is awesome. You know, they have a great surface on them. They're actually pretty supple and soft. They have nice foam in there, nice durable foam. So I think they'll work very great, or very good. And we're going to get this out on the trails hopefully tomorrow. We're going to take this guy and this one out and get some running videos, because I want to see exactly what this thing's capable of. I did a little bit of playing around, and you know, it did great with what I threw at it, but you know, I want to get it out there in the woods, get some rocks, some dirt, some mud, and see what this thing can really do, because I have a pretty good feeling this thing's going to surprise me even more. So with that being said, I have a couple choices of tires that I dug out of the parts box, and I might go with one of these. I might order something new, but here we have the Endura Super Swampers on some cheap steel wheels, and you know, these are great. I picked the wheels up for like 20 bucks. The tires were, I think, about 20 bucks, and they would work great on there. You know, they're a little bit smaller, so it'll give you a little bit more room for articulation, which we are going to do a shock upgrade down the road, so it's going to have some more flex. But they would look great. I love that tire design. You know, it's iconic. It fits the era of the truck. But the wheels, I don't think, go with it. So I think we're going to hold off on those ones. I also have these. Now, these are some 155s that I have off of an Element. These are a great tire. They're very soft. These work awesome. But I'm not sure. The wheel's a little small. They would probably work. I don't know. We might try them and just see. But I think that that's going to cut down on our ground clearance with the straight axles. I don't think that that'll work out the best. But we're going to try it. Another option I have here is some Axial Wraith tires. Now, these would work pretty good. They're a 2.2, but I think I'm going to run into clearance issues with these. We are going to try them because, you know, why not? But I think they're going to be a little big. But they look awesome on there, I will say that. And then I have these guys here. Now, I'm really shooting for these ones. If I do use ones I already have, these are off of a Losi Nightcrawler. And I'll tell you what, out of all the crawlers I have, this thing is the most capable. So I think a lot of that has to do with the tire. And these are about the same height as the stock ones. Actually very close to the same size, a little bit wider, but they're so soft, and just the tread design on them, that it works phenomenal. So I might try to pick up another set of 2.2 wheels and throw these on, because I think they'll make a world of difference on it. But who knows, maybe these Hyraxes will surprise me more than I think they will. So I'm not going to go on rambling a whole lot on this because I want to save a lot of your time for the running videos, and hopefully I can get them uploaded tomorrow. If not, subscribe, because in the next day or so, I'm definitely going to have a lot of running footage of both of these rigs, as well as a couple other ones that I picked up recently. And I've been trying to get outside, but we've had a lot of rain lately, so it's kept me indoors, and gave me a chance to do a lot of stuff with the indoor crawler course and my minis, which I love those things. If you want to check those out, FMS has them as well. They have a ton of scale crawlers in the 1/18 scale, 1/24 scale that are, you know, absolutely sick, and I can't stop messing with them. I'm modifying them, I'm testing them, I'm having a blast with them. So you guys need to try that too, because I'm telling you, you're gonna love them. And these things here, I can't say enough about it. Like, this thing, it might be one of my new favorites. It's definitely top 3, we'll say. After running it, we're going to rediscuss that, because this might take the top spot. I absolutely love the way it looks, and so far I think it's going to surprise me even more, as I keep saying, just because I'm shocked with this thing. Like, watching everyone else's videos, I was thinking it was a little on the cheaper side, but you know, I love Power Wagon, so I had to give it a try. And even though it comes in at less than $250, this is an awesome rig. It's solid. you know, decent out of the box electronics, and it's something that anyone can take out and just have a blast with and not have to worry about breaking anything. And if you would happen to break something, you can get every single part that this needs right on the FMS website. So I'm gonna wrap this up here and wish you guys a great RCing adventure. Hopefully you guys can get out before it gets too cold. And yeah, so this is Wingnut saying peace. Later. Hey, not so fast. Before you go, check out this crawler course I've been working on. I got some groovy black lights, some monster truck rallies, some rock crawls, some trails, some caves with tunnels. A whole crawler course. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss what happens here. I'm telling you. And we're adding on to it, so it's only going to get bigger.